Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's Jonathan Rosales here with Sea Turtle Mindset. Super excited to bring to you today's short and sweet book review. Today's The Power of Habit. I'm going to jump right into it. I'm hoping to deliver because I'm super excited. I was listening to the audio. I'm reading the book at the same time. And today's message is about to hit home. If you're looking to finally kick that habit, that bad habit that you're looking for, or you're trying to build a new habit, I'm gonna show you how in the next few seconds. So tune in, and I'll see you on the inside. So in today's episode, we're talking about the power of habits. Why we do what we do in life and in business by Charles Duhigg. Guys, this book is phenomenal. I highly recommend it. I've read it twice already, but I've been listening to it multiple times. That's another thing that's helped me in terms of being able to read and implement what I'm reading, is being able to read it more than once. Because when you read it more than once, the first time around, you get obviously your mind expands to new ideas, new concepts, new strategies that you can apply into your life. But the second time around, you realize other things, your awareness grows. So it's all about becoming aware and increasing that awareness with multiple repetition of the same information. That's why I've watched YouTube videos well over 90 times, even 100 times, so that I can build the information and ingrain it into my mind, because I want to reprogram it. So with that being said, the power of habit, I'm gonna jump right in. I'm gonna skip to a good part, because obviously chapter 4, I believe, is where you start realizing how you can change. So from the first chapter to fourth, from chapter 1 to chapter 4, they're talking about how research has realized back in the day how habits are something that we didn't know or understand, and how some researchers started experimenting with people to realize how habits truly affect us. So by chapter 4, we already realized what a habit is consisted of, how you can change your habit. So in a habit, it's really simple. There's a cue, something that triggers you. Then there's a routine, the habit itself, and then the reward. So when it comes to changing your habits, a lot of people try to change the cue and try to change the reward, and the routine never moves. Don't change the cue, don't change the reward, just change what you're doing in between. And that's where the real true change goes. So in chapter 4, they start talking about a keystone habit. And what a keystone habit is, I'm going to read it right from the book, because it can't get any better than the actual information that it conveys. So I'll give you an example. So, Keystone Habits say that success doesn't depend on getting every single thing right, but instead relies on identifying a few key priorities and fashioning them into powerful levers. It goes on to continue with the story of Paul O'Neill and Alcoa, and how he transformed the company by changing one single habit that they had, which was worker safety. And because he changed worker safety and really emphasized on the importance of safety, he ended up turning the whole company around and making it 5 times more profitable, just by changing one tiny habit that literally overspilled on everybody's actions. So this is where the powerful thing states, okay? For example, take for instance studies from the past decade examining the impacts of exercise on daily routines. When people start habitually exercising, even as infrequently as once a week, they start changing other unrelated patterns in their lives, often unknowingly. Typically, people who exercise start eating better, becoming more productive at work, they smoke less, and show more patience with colleagues and family. They use their credit cards less frequently, and they say they feel less stress. It's not completely clear why, but for many people, exercise is a keystone habit that triggers widespread change. Exercise spills over, said James Prochaska at the University of Rhode Island. Researchers, there's something about it that makes other good habits easier. So I want to take it from right there, and then I'm gonna leave it at this. If you want things to change, make a list of probably 5 daily routines that you want to start implementing, okay? And start like that. Start small and see what the book goes right into that. After that section, it talks about small wins. Having small wins builds up to having big wins. For example, you see my bed. It's made. It's the first thing that I do as soon as I wake up. Yes, sometimes I just want to roll out of bed and go straight to work. But I know if I didn't make my bed when I come back, I'm going to be looking at it and I'm going to be pissed. So that's the first thing I do. And because that one little action in the morning, that's my first small win. And it starts building up to my other wins. So that's my first small win. Then throughout the day, I want to work out. I'm going to go work out right now. That's my second small win. And see what happens is if I want to lose 100 pounds, I can't lose it 100 pounds in one day. I have to work out every single day. Small wins eventually over time becomes a big win. See, sometimes we want to eat the elephant all in one sitting, but you can't eat an elephant all in one sitting. You eat an elephant one bite at a time. Okay? So with that being said, take that. That's how you can change your life when it comes to changing your habit. Start off small and then it'll turn into big, because then you have the compound effect that is implemented over consistency over time. Does that make sense? So for you to change a habit, start off with small little actions daily, which become and have a big impact on your life in the long haul. Okay? We live in a world where we have become so used to instant gratification that the delayed gratification is often not met because we just want that microwave mentality. You see, in life, I realized that microwave cooking and oven and baking and old-fashioned home-style cooking is way more, it's tastier. It takes longer to cook, but it's healthier and it has that amazing oomph when you eat it. When you cook something in a microwave compared to something that took a long time to cook, put all the ingredients, instant gratification, delayed gratification. Yes, you'll get the pleasures in both scenarios, but this pleasure compared to this pleasure, the delayed gratification trumps the instant gratification. So when it comes to building a new habit, start off with your small wins. Over time, become big wins. I'll give you an example. Okay, in the book, in that same chapter, chapter 4, it talks about Michael Phelps, and when he was in the Olympics, what had happened was he was in one of his races and his goggles ripped off, so he was blind, swimming blind, because he can't see obviously the water. But what he had done in the past during practice was that he practiced swimming in the dark. Okay, and because he practiced that, when that happened in the real competition, he was calm because he already had built up small wins in the past to be able to make this big win. So anybody else who didn't practice swimming blind, quote unquote, or swimming in the dark would have panicked, would have been stressed out in a scenario like that. But because he had built small wins before the big win, he was calm and collected. So my advice to you, pick up this book, buy the audio, buy the book, Kindle, whatever the case is. Keystone Habits can change your life. You see, that's how the only way you're going to be able to change or kick a habit or create a new habit is by starting small. With that being said, I'm out. Peace out. Subscribe if you're new. You already know the deal. If you're already a subscriber and you love the content, share with your friends. I'm here spreading the wisdom. You already know it's your boy from C-Turtle Mindset, Jonathan Rosales. I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.